Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the moving platform here at Disneyland. It's day 2 of Disneyland. It's going to be raining in Yankee most of the day, so we'll be under the umbrella for most of the day. But that's all right. We're going to make the most of it, and it's also Q&A day. I asked you guys over the past month or so to submit questions for the Q&A. I've pulled all those together, and we will be answering those throughout the day. But first, first I'm gonna go find a bathroom, and then we're gonna go find breakfast, I think in Jolly Holiday. So let's go get some food. So I'm just waiting here outside of Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln, and Chip and Dale just came out. I'm not really sure what they're doing over here. What are they doing? I'm not really sure what they're doing, but Chip and Dale just came out to do some photos here. Okay, you have to turn around. The camera's this way. Oh, you had to get pretty. Oh, you gotta get ready. There it is. Oh yeah, there it is. You two are silly. You're so silly. Oh, you're so silly. All right, can we get a picture together? Or yeah? All right. All right, so it's breakfast time. I was hoping for more of a bacon, egg, and cheese toast, like breakfast, but that's okay. They have a bacon, egg, and cheese croissant and a fruit cup, and I got my coffee over here. So, time to dive into some breakfast. All right, so it is Q&A day. So I asked you guys to submit questions, and the first one I'm going to answer was a pretty easy question, one that I get quite often, are what are my favorite attractions in each of the Disney World parks? And I know I'm in Disneyland answering this question, but to answer it, in Magic Kingdom, I am a Haunted Mansion fan. It's just, that's my thing. In Epcot, shockingly enough, it's actually Spaceship Earth. And the reason why on that is because it still holds that classic Epcot retro feel to it. It doesn't, it's not a thrill ride, obviously. It's still holding on to the 1982 vision. I'm worried about what's going to happen with the refurb, but I'm hoping that the foundation and of that ride is kept in the general, that retro opening day feel is still there. But Spaceship Earth, Hollywood Studios, it's Tower of Terror, and for Animal Kingdom, it is Expedition Everest. All right, let's go ride Mr. Toad. Molly! Get out of the way, Molly! Stop! Oh no, we're in court. Guilty? What did I do? Uh-oh. Ooh. Oh, we stopped. I'm not gonna complain. It's warm in here. It feels good. Oh, we made it. Oh, we made it. Okay, so we're getting ready to go on Pinocchio's Daring Journey, sorry. And I thought I would answer another question. And this one was submitted, it comes from a friend of mine. And she wanted to know what has been my favorite surprise experience at Disney. Definitely, this bit of a story here goes back to 2000 and either 6 or 7. I'm gonna say 2006 or 7. During the Year of a Million Dreams at Walt Disney World, that was when the dream teams would go around and were giving out all of the specialty stuff. They started doing the they were buying people lunch. It was the start of the Cinderella's suite that's still in the castle. That's the suite that everybody wants to rent in the castle because you get to sleep in the castle and it's super fancy. That was when that started. But I was on a trip to Disney with an ex of mine, and we decided to start our day at Studios, and instead of running to Rock and Roller Coaster or Tower of Terror, we went over to Star Tours, and we got on Star Tours, and when we got off of Star Tours, the Dream Team came walking into our ship and handed everybody the lanyards that had the Fast Pass tabs on them that allowed you to use a Fast Pass for every attraction in Hollywood Studios, and it was awesome. It was a complete surprise to us. We, obviously weren't expecting that, but we got hit by the Dream Team. We got a dream came true from the Dream Team, and I'll go back and find a picture, and I'll post that picture right here for you guys to see of me with the Fast Pass lanyard, and I'll put that in for you guys to see right here.
You sleep till after 2. It's great to be a celebrity, and actors like for me.
This doesn't look good.
No, you're working for me.
Wow.
Look out!
Oh no, we're in a giant cage. You can't see it, but we're in a giant cage.
Hey, this way! Oh no!
Hey, Pleasure Island. I thought they closed this down. Oh, this doesn't look like Pleasure Island. Wait, where's Motions? Where's the Adventurers Club? I don't like this Pleasure Island.
Always makes a jackass out of us.
Hey, you can't cuss at Disney. Yo, this ride is terrifying.
Please let me go home, please.
Quick, hurry up!
Not the salt mine.
No, please, yeah. Look out for Monstro! You're almost there.
Oh, we made it.
Figaro, Clio, Pinocchio's home!
So I know some of the Fantasyland rides are really dark. They are true dark rides, so they're kind of hard to see. So I apologize for that. I will go into the video descriptions down below, and I will try and find some high-def, low-light videos of these rides so that you guys can see them. They're just better than what I can do with my equipment, but that ride is horrifying. You end up in a giant cage. It's terrifying. Also, I think it's probably been at least 20 years since I've seen Pinocchio, and I need to remedy that because I've always liked that movie. I need to own that movie. All right, so let's go. I think Snow White was shut down, but I think they said she was coming back up in about 10 minutes. So let's go ride a ride that we haven't ridden at Disney World in a while because it got replaced. Snow White's Scary Adventure. If we touch the apple. remember this ride. Oh, this ride's my childhood. Uh-oh.
These dwarfs can't hide Snow White from me.
We're going into the dwarf mine.
Magic mirror on the wall.
With this disguise, I fool them all. A sleeping death. Apples. Have a juicy apple.
Thank you.
There she goes.
I wish I could get Indiana Jones on video for you guys. That is hands down my favorite attraction here. It is so good, and I wish we could get a version of that at Disney World. But I wanted to step off here and answer another question, and it's probably my favorite question that I got out of the batch, which was, in the past 2 years, what has been the biggest challenge you've had to overcome, and what has been the biggest rewarding benefit you've had in 2 years of the moving platform? Well, the biggest challenge has been to not conform to YouTube trends, and to not lose my own identity and not lose my own personality to try and get viewers, to try and get traffic. Look, there are Disney vloggers that make a living doing this. I mean, you got to look at people like the Trackers, Tim and Jen, who I've met multiple times. They're fantastic. They're the nicest people you could ever meet. But it's hard to watch and support their stuff and then tell myself, oh, well, don't do, that. Don't, just stay the course and do your own thing. That's been the toughest thing. It's not just being myself, but just reminding myself that you guys watch this for me. You don't watch this, to see something that I'm not. And I would rather not be famous and be myself than be famous and be fake or not be genuine on camera. Not saying that anybody isn't, but just, you kind of know what I'm saying. Like, I would rather stay myself, and it's hard to not do that. It's hard to not conform. It really is. When you see those views are not coming in, you see the traffic and subs are not coming in, you try to think, oh, what can I do to fix that? What can I do to change it? And it's hard to not change everything you're doing to try and make yourself better. But really what you can do is just try and make your channel better, try to make your content better. And the views and the subs and the audience and traffic comes with that. So that's, what I try to do. Most rewarding thing, that's easy to answer, and that's been the people that I've met. I've met an amazing group of people that are super supportive of everything that I do. I'll name drop a few. Of course, you guys know Lou Mangello from WDW Radio. It's a terrific guy. He's a great friend of mine, whose opinion and mentorship I just cherish, and I'm so happy that I have that. John, who I won't try to say his last name, but Big Fat Panda, another great friend, terrific guy, nice as can be, genuine as can be, and just super cool. Lisa Donato Glassner from the Castle Run, she's a fantastic friend. Scott and Michelle from the Main Street Mouse, again, just amazing people doing amazing things. And Rob Dybo, Passport to the Parks. I know I dropped a bunch of names, and I'll drop their links down in the video description. Please support their stuff. There's a reason I don't do things like news. I don't do the news because I don't need to. Rob and Michelle and Scott handle that for me, and they're a trusted source that I love and I will always use, and I don't have to do that. So they're just terrific friends to have, to watch and support, and just to watch their things grow and watch their things prosper, and it's just a fantastic thing to do. All right, on to Haunted Mansion. We're gonna go see Hatbox Ghost again.
Metamorphosis. Is this haunted room actually stretching? Or is it your imagination? And consider this dismaying observation. This chamber has no windows and no doors. Which offers you this chilling challenge to find a way out. Of course, there's always my way.
People like you have been riding these rails since the 1800s, traveling through nature's wonderland in a matter of days, rather than the months it used to take by mule or stagecoach. Steam power not only fueled these iron horses, but the dreams of a whole new generation as it moved west into this great frontier. Of course, some of those dreams, and the stories that went with them, were pretty darn wild and downright unbelievable, like on Big Thunder Mountain, where I hear that mysterious spirits have grabbed hold of those mining trains and turned them into the wildest ride in the wilderness.
One of the original model displays for the original design of Disneyland from 1955. As you see, you have your train, you have Main Street, which leads to the castle, and the castle hub, and hub and spoke design leads into Tomorrowland. But you notice there's no Space Mountain. There's nothing like that. There's the Monsanto House of the Future, the Rocket to the Moon, and then the Autopia back in the back, and then back in the back in Fantasyland, you have the Casey Jr., and you have the sailing ship Columbia, which eventually moved over here to the Rivers of America, but eventually began in Fantasyland. But you also had, I believe, Snow White and Peter Pan were back there. And down here, you have Jungle Cruise down here in Adventureland. It was pretty much the only attraction in Adventureland, I think. And then up in Frontierland, you've got the train through the railroad through America's Wilderness, I believe is what it was called, and the Mark Twain Riverboat. So when you see the scale of things from 1955 to what we have now, it's so much different. And this is just so amazing to see something this original, here. Here inside of the waiting area for Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln, these are the spirits of America. These are the models for the statues that you find in the American Adventure at Epcot. So it's pretty cool to see the original models here in Disneyland. So the next question I got on the Q&A was, what inspired me to start the moving platform. And I figured, what better spot in Disneyland to answer this question than where Walt was inspired to start Disneyland. Not that I'm comparing the moving platform to Disneyland, it is not even the same thing. But to answer your question, when I moved to Orlando in 2 years ago, I knew I wanted to do something creative. I had done a Disney podcast before, which you can find on YouTube, not YouTube, you can find on iTunes. It's called the Mouska Beers Podcast. I did that with some friends of mine. I miss doing that show. I miss those guys. I miss doing that show. It was so much fun. But you can still go listen to that show on iTunes, and I highly suggest you do. It was a lot of fun. But I had done, I'm a creative person. If I'm not creating, I'm not living. And so I knew I wanted to do something. I had access and I had the time and and the drive and passion to do it. So it started. I think I was going to start it as a podcast. Then it was going to become a blog, and then someone suggested YouTube channel, and I immediately was like, I don't know about that. I don't know about this on camera. But then I was like, you know what? Let's do it. Yeah, video. And it's just been so much fun. So that's really what it became. It was, I wanted a creative outlet. Once I got there, once I was local, I wanted the creativity, I wanted there's something to show my love and my passion of everything Disney. So I started the YouTube channel. The name came from, I needed a name, and a friend of mine, my friend Noel, suggested the moving platform. And I was like, that's okay. And I was like, at first I really didn't like it, but then I kind of thought about it, and I'm like, well, it's the moving platform, as in, step onto the moving platform. But then it's film, which is a moving platform of media. So then after I realized that, I couldn't forget it. I couldn't think about anything else. That was the name, and it just stuck, and that was the name, and it's been the name ever since. The original artwork was created by my friend Ricky DJ Technoid Reed, who I wish I had gotten to meet, but again, that goes back to the people I've met and the people that have come into my life because of this, that I'm so thankful for. But that's it. That is the story of what inspired me to create the moving platform. All right, so that's going to do it for day number 2. I'm heading into California Adventure, but I've not been to California Adventure in 15 years, and it's a completely different park for me now. So I'm going to take this time to explore this park without a camera, no vlogging, and just really get to enjoy it. But I'll be back tomorrow to DCA. I'm doing both parks tomorrow because tomorrow is Disneyland trip Dapper Day. No, it's not really Dapper Day, but I brought my Dapper stuff to Dapper tomorrow. So I'll be all dappered tomorrow morning in Disneyland, and then we're going to come over to DCA tomorrow to do some stuff, and then catch World of Color tomorrow night. But thank you guys for all of you who submitted questions. If I didn't answer your question on the video, I will probably answer it on the Facebook, so look there for your answer. But thank you guys for watching, and as always, make sure you like and share with your friends and family. And as always, watch your step.